Guys, welcome to my channel, Blissfully Single Bean. I'm your homegirl Bean, and I'm your blissfully single one. Child, after watching these love and marriage Huntsville episodes, yes, a chick is single and glad to be just that. Let's get right into it. They're at the baby shower, Mel and Martell's baby shower, and Maurice and Martell, they're going back and forth about who outshaded who or whom did who wrong. And when I say whom, Martell and Marceau. So of course, Maurice, is taken up for his brother Marceau and his sister-in-law Letitia. And Maurice says, listen, Marceau apologized. You're not trying to accept his apology. And Martell says, well, I mean, yeah, it's all well good that he apologized, but I see he had to apologize because I know where the bodies are buried. A bunch of back and forth that I really do not care about because two grown-ass men work it out. Maurice said that the vision that everyone is experiencing, everything starts with Martell. And it started when Martell chose to disrespect his vows, chose to disrespect his wife and his family, and step out with this other woman for 5 years. And that infidelity, that indiscretion permeated its way into this group of friends, causing this divide. Maurice, you are grounded. I get it. And I agree, sir. I agree. Next scene, we see Martell and Mel opening their baby shower gifts. And I have to say, as much as I loved Mel's over-the-top shower theme, like it was royal, it was pompous, it was regal, it was abundance. Yes. I loved all of it. But at the same time, y'all accepted gifts. Like, to me, if you wanted to give, the way I'm looking at it, because Martell and Mel look like they got a little bit of coins. I'm not going to call them Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. No, I'm not going to call them Jay-Z and Beyonce rich. But they do seem like they have a coin or two. After this fourth child, I wouldn't accept gifts. If you want to give something to me, I would send funds to a charity that I believe in. But for them to sit there and be opening gifts as much money as they have, just a little tacky. Mel mentions, oh, it's a diaper pail. Maybe it means they won't be shitty friends to us anymore. And I'm like, Mel, I'm not sure where that comment came from, because from the outside looking in, it seems like you guys are in a good space. And I follow you on Instagram too. I've seen Kimmy on there, Maurice on there. I never got the indication that they have been shitty friends to you as of recent. So are you putting on for the cameras, or are you, I don't know. It just came off a little bit negative. And now I like Mel, and I will never apologize for liking Mel. But it's comments like this, unnecessary shade like this, where I can see where people don't care for you much. Like, stop. That wasn't necessary. While opening gifts, Martell's dad sends a gift. Oh, who is this from? And Martell said, oh, it's from the guy, the man, the dad that didn't show up, or something to that effect. But it's a gift wrapped in a blue velvet and a gold bow, whatever. So they get to having a conversation about both of their dads. Both of their dads didn't show up to the baby shower. And they have a conversation about dads, and I should be able to relate more because I didn't grow up with my dad. I grew up in a single parent household, but the scene just seemed fake. It didn't seem, it screamed fake, because Martell was trying to call himself showing some kind of vulnerability, and it is no, sorry, I didn't feel it. And Martell, if you're using your dad not being present as an excuse as to why you were not a better husband to Mel, please miss me with that. I know plenty of men who grew up without a father but got married and did better by their wives than their daddies did their mamas. So I'm not buying it, Martell, about the daddies and, Mel and Martell needing to really work towards building a closer relationship with these dads. Mel mentions that, Martell and herself both grew up in single parent households. And this took me back to an Ileana Van Zant episode with Brandy Maxiel from Basketball Wives LA and her husband. Ileana pointed out that there was a pathology to their dysfunction, because both Brandy and her husband, not only did they come from single parent households, but the single parent households were very dysfunctional. So you have these two people raised in a similar dysfunctional state as far as environment and mommy, daddy, single parent issues, and they come together expecting to have a successful marriage. And Ileana was like, when you take this kind of dysfunction and you put it together, odds are you're not going to have the successful marriage that you think you're going to have. When Mel said that, it took me back to that episode. And it's like, Mel, I think you came from a dysfunctional situation and Martell came from a dysfunctional situation. But you guys probably thought, we're going to conquer the world. We're going to be better than our parents. And, we got this. We're the it couple. And marriage is not about, you fly like that, you dope like that, you're cool like that, so you guys are gonna make it, you guys are gonna be better, you guys are gonna have a solid marriage. A solid marriage means work on both ends, and I think that they missed the mark. That was very telling in that daddy talk conversation. So now Martell invites Mel's brother to accompany him while he purchases a push gift for Melody. Martell wants to have a conversation that I feel that he's had maybe 10 times with the brother, assuring the brother that he's going to be a better husband to Mel than he has been. And when I'm watching the scene, the demeanor on Mel's brother's face is that, nigga, heard it all before, but your lies ain't working now. Child, he's heard this all before. But yeah, we're on the cameras and I'm trying to make this point too. So yeah, what up? They get to the jewelers and Martell explains to Mel's brother that he wants to get her a push gift. Push gift. Ah! I'm delivering your big head ass baby into the world. Push gift. That's cute and everything, but what are you looking at? Martell says he's looking at a tennis bracelet. I'm like, tennis bracelet, 1998, 99 much, but what do I know? Mel's brother, Mel's brother says, tennis bracelet. Yeah, now Mel's brother's starting to get into real. How about you get her a ring? A solid ring with a strong gem that doesn't break. You know what I'm saying, Martell? Loyalty. It doesn't break. Martell, who's like, who willingly plays up too, says, oh, well, I'm not ready. I'll upgrade Mel's ring when I get to the point of upgrading Mel's ring. But, it's tennis bracelet. So then Mel's brother comes direct with it like, what's going on? What's going on? The streets are talking. The side piece is talking like, what's going on? He asks Martell a pointed question. What's going on? Because the other woman has been talking. And then I have to take a sidebar here too. Sorry. A lot of people are, defending the mistress like, oh, she's not a side piece because he's been in a relationship with her for years. I mean, sis, bruh, that's all well and good. But at the end of the day, I don't care if Martell has been fucking this woman for 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55 years. At the end of the day, Martell is a whole married man out here. So any relationship that he has outside of his marriage and outside of his marital vows, it's a side situation. Y'all mistress capers need to stop acting like, she's not the side. Is she the main? Is she the main? Is her name on any paperwork? Where's the paperwork with Martell and the mistress's name on it? Exactly. She's a side piece. Boop. Anyway, so Mel's brother is like, all right, the side piece is talking, like, what's really good? And, Martell, of course, is evasive and doesn't give a direct answer. So then Mel's brother really turns on the heat. Mel's brother says, well, you know what? I understand what you did. I understand because you are insecure and you have low self-esteem. And you find your validation through sex. Sex validates you. Oh, Mel's brother come through with the word. And you know, of course, this caught Martell off guard, because Martell is like, you can say whatever you want about Martell, and you can, but fake and phony and narcissistic, that is exactly what Martell is. Martell in his narcissistic, dumbass way says, but what are you talking about? We've never had sex. You nigga, you've never had sex? Wait, Martell, you've been involved with this. Martell, you've been involved with this woman for 5 years. What were y'all doing all this time, playing Parcheesi? Martell, you need to stop fucking with us. Stop fucking with Mel. Stop fucking with Mel. Stop fucking with Mel's family. And stop fucking with John P. Q. Public. Martell, you got us fucked up out here. Because, again, in classic Martell style, Martell does not like to own shit. Martell does not want to expose a vulnerability. Martell! The conversation that you should have had with Mel's brother is, I did some messed up stuff. And I did it. I did A, B, and C. And the reason why I did A, B, and C was because of this, that, and the other that I felt that Mel did to me. But I'm honestly trying to be a better man. We didn't get that from you. We didn't get that from you. And Mel's brother, sure enough, didn't get that from you. But Martell ends the scene talking about, yeah, he's trying to be a better man for Mel. Really? Child, the fact that you sat up here and lied about not having sex with the woman you were taking up for 5 years, it just doesn't make any sense. And child, FYI, Martell, I'm not really sure why you told that lie, because the mistress dropped all kinds of receipts. Martell, stop with the bullshit. We don't believe you. Martell pops in to visit Maurice because he didn't like the way that things ended when they had the shower. Alexa, stop! So he wanted to stop in and kind of smooth things over and have more of an open dialogue minus the shade. Unfortunately, Maurice was not there. It was only Kimmy there. And you know Kimmy, fan favorite, so balanced. We love Kimmy. We love her, we love her, we love her. Kimmy asks, how's everything going with you and Mel? And Martell gives the same bullshit ass answer that he's been giving and Mel has been giving. Oh, things are great. We're working things out. It is the best that we've been in months. Like the same fake nonsense we're hearing. It's like, all right, guys. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can only take maybe 1 or 2 more episodes with this fake reconciliation bullshit until we get to the real. I'm telling you this right now. But yeah, it's the same rehearsed answer that everything is going great. And then Martell mentions that Mel is the happiest that she's ever been in her life. Kimmy mentions, all right, well, I'm glad Mel is the happiest she's been in her life. But the other woman, they blurred out her name. Like, we haven't seen her name floating through the internet. Like, old girl hasn't been on YouTube giving her side of the story. But okay, all right, we'll play. Whatever. But side piece girl, side chick, mistress, whatever you want to call her. Tomato is the same thing. It's schematics. But the mistress is, she's not feeling good and she's sad. And at first I was like, Kimmy, girl code? Girl code. Really? You're going to defend the mistress? Huntsville must be small. I have a feeling like all of you people are friends and you guys are putting up for the camera. So initially when Kimmy brought up her feelings of the mistress, I was like, who the fuck cares? But then it took Twitter conversations. FYI, follow me on Twitter. Let's take this conversation offline. Let's live tweet. Beans4easy is my handle on Twitter. Follow me. But anyway, I was going back and forth on Twitter and I was going through schematics, side piece timelines and whatever. And someone tweeted said, I don't think Kimmy was trying to defend the side piece. I think the point that Kimmy was trying to make is that both of these women have been hurt in this situation. And Martell is not owning any of that. Martell is not saying my bad, or Martell is not saying, okay, I understand how the other woman could have felt some kind of way. So yes, while you so-called called yourself trying to be the better husband, there's another woman who's hurt here while you're trying to make things right with your husband. Timmy, get out of my video. While you're trying to make things right with Mel, your wife. So it's like, all right, I got it. I saw it. I don't. It just irks my nerve. All you people that come to the defense of the side chick simply because you guys don't like Mel. Again, I understand that Mel is a polarizing personality, but at the end of the day, no wife deserves to get cheated on. I have this little piece of my internet on my YouTube channel, and you'll never find me defending the mistress. But in this instance, I get what Kimmy was saying. Own your shit. While you're trying to be a good husband, you have this woman who's hurt and trying to pick up the pieces after you humiliated her. So all you people that are talking about how much Martell loves the mistress because he's been giving her dick for the last 4 or 5 years, please stop. A nigga will give me dick for eternity and still not love me. Point blank in the period. So if all of you hollering about, oh, Martell loves the other woman, it's a fact. Giving dick does not equal love. It does not. For me to be convinced that Martell loves this woman, Martell needs to say to Mel, this is not working. We need to be apart so I can find my happiness. And my happiness is with this other woman. Martell has not done that. Child, I'm not sure who raised y'all, but I mean, your definition of love is dick and words. My definition of love is action. Because if Martell really loved this other woman, he wouldn't be trying to reconcile with Mel and trying to keep the family together. You go where your heart is. Martell is only in love with himself. Point blank and the period. Sorry, not sorry. And on my last note of this love nonsense, I heard that a couple of months ago that I have a video on it. Please, if you haven't seen my video, please check it out. But yeah, Mel is officially filing for divorce. She moved to Georgia. I'm trying to be where you are. I want to be where you are. Yes, I'm trying to be in Atlanta too. But Mel's filing for divorce. It's going to be interesting to see once the ink is dried on the divorce. If the ink is dried on the divorce, and then Martell circles back, has a relationship with this mistress, aka side piece. They have a relationship. Things blossom into a marriage or a long-term commitment. Child, I will eat a plate of crow and I will say, oh wow, Martell certainly did love her. But where I'm standing right now, Martell doesn't love Mel and Martell doesn't love the mistress. The only person Martell is in love with is himself. So anyway, after that, Kimmy mentions Destiny. Destiny is a non-mother effing factor. Destiny, you tried to have your 2 or 3 seconds of fame last week. It fell flat. Kimmy says, Destiny approached me, came at me sideways, talking about she was offended by what I said because I didn't know her. Kimmy was like, I didn't know her. And I mean, that's what it is. And Martell's talking about, Destiny is gangster. She says it how it is. And she'll open a can of whoop ass. Which kind of whoop ass, Martell? Huh? Which kind of whoop ass? Because the way Kimmy shut her down, honey, the way Kimmy shut Destiny down, like Destiny, your whole power moment fell flat. Yeah, we were not buying it. Destiny, go sit down somewhere. Anyway, the last point from the conversation between Kimmy and Martell is when Kimmy says, I understand how you got into the situation. You have a big heart, and because you had a big heart, you got entangled, and it was I didn't mean to use a I didn't mean to use the word tangle because I know it's going to be overused. But Kimmy says the reason why Martell was in this situation, aka why he was messing with this woman for 5 years out of his 10-year marriage, is because he has a big heart. Kimmy, I love you, but in this instance, you're full of shit. Martell being with this other woman does not have anything to do with him having a big heart. He's a pig. He's a I want my cake and eat it too kind of guy. It's not him having a big heart and spreading the love everywhere. Kimmy, I like you, but please sit down. Right, they're packing for the hospital. Martell tosses a gift at Mel, and Mel's a little bit confused. Mel's like, what is this? And Martell says, it is a push gift. Mel doesn't know what a push gift is. And when I was on Twitter, everybody was confused. How does Mel not know what a push gift is? It's very easy. Push gifts are something that it's a new thing. It's a new thing. They didn't have push gifts when I was a kid, when I was in college, they didn't have push gifts when I had my 2 kids. So push gifts is a relatively new thing. I don't understand how y'all don't understand how Mel was a little bit confused. But anyway, Mel gets the raggedy ass tennis bracelet and starts crying. And then Martell talks about, I'm going to be a better husband this point forward. Yeah, I don't believe in words. Don't say it to me, Martell. Show it to me. They're on their way to the hospital. And, again, the birthing scene was like the probably 10% of the episode. So they got to, the hospital, and the biggest takeaway I got from that is that Melody was in labor and she still looked beautiful. When I was in labor, I don't even want to tell you what I looked like. I didn't request any pictures, any video. Yeah, no thank you. I was just taken by, oh wow, you are really pretty. She pushes out the baby, and during, the contractions, Martell mentions, oh yeah, well, this should be easy. Easy, you say, Martell. Martell, do you have a hole this small that a watermelon is supposed to shift its way through? Martell, no empathy, not even for your wife. Anyway, she has the baby. She calls the baby Milani. Sounds a lot like Melania Trump to me, but I'll keep my opinion to myself. It's not my baby, it's not my baby's name, so my opinion doesn't matter. I'm just saying, don't like the name. I get it. Milani, Melody, they sound similar. All right, so last part of this episode is 5 weeks later. 5 weeks later, I'm looking at Mel like, how do you get that kind of snapback in 5 weeks? I'm looking at Mel like, child, I don't want to let you know what I look like in 5 weeks, but it wasn't like that. Mel looked good. She looked good. So she's getting ready for this embrace event, and Martell is there. Martell gives her a back rub, and Martell says, listen, you're doing a lot right now. You're doing a lot. You have all these businesses. None of these businesses are bringing in any money right now. Like, you need to kind of slow down and kind of re-strategize or do a reorg, with these businesses. And this is the only time I will ever agree with Martell, because it boggles the mind. Like, when these celebrities, they have a platform and they have eyes on them, and then they open like 20 different businesses. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm like, with these 20 different businesses, what money are you making that? So to me, if I had that kind of platform, it's like, all right, I have this platform, I have money coming in, I have opportunities coming in. To me, what makes a lot more sense, you open one business, and once that business is profitable, you take those profits, you establish another business. Once that business is profitable, you take profits from that business and you establish another one until you have an empire. But when, you're open like, a million businesses, each catered towards something different, it just doesn't make sense to me. And then if you're not making money from all these businesses, it becomes like a money hole, a pit. But anyway, Mel is going to do what Mel is going to do. So Mel is like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm standing. So then we go to the embrace party. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's looking beautiful. Mel walks in with her shimmery sequins number and the feathers. And I'm like, girl, that's not back. How you do that? Duh. Looking fabulous. Kimmy's there. Then we see a car roll around. Oh, shit. A car's rolling around. What's going on? Letitia jumps out the car. Letitia jumps out the car and she makes her way into the Embrace Skincare event. And when Kimmy looked at Letitia, Kimmy said, "Oh, you really here? Ooh, girl." Even Kim's body language, her facial expression said to Letitia, but Letitia is not bright enough to pick it up. Kim's facial expressions and body language said, "Bitch, what are you doing here? You are not invited. Mel does not fuck with you like that." But you know, Letitia's a little bit slow. And then we pan over to Letitia saying, "Not only have I grown professionally, but personally, I'm trying to grow." Which is all well and good. Because when she said that, I got the impression that she was coming to this engagement to make up with Mel. But sis, it sounds like you haven't spoken to Mel for months. It sounds like your last interactions via Twitter were not the best. So I'm questioning, like, girl, why would you? Why, yeah, girl, no, you're slow. Why would you show up at her event? And Mel was tweeting all day, live tweeting all day yesterday. Apparently, Letitia did not receive an invite to the party. So exactly why are you there? Mel wasted no time putting up that finger like Kenny Moore talking about security. Mel walks over to that Poindexter security. And when I say Poindexter security, because if a security guard looking like that man came up to me talking about, Bean, I'm going to have to escort you out, I would have been like, make me. I wouldn't even have taken him seriously. But yeah, at the end of the episode, Mel asked for Letitia to be escorted out. And I said, child, please like, comment. No, not like, because everyone's not going to like this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I thank all of you guys who watched my video last weekend. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the positive comments. I appreciate the negative comments. Simple. Thank you so much. Please follow my blog, www.blissfullysinglebean.com. I put up a post last week, blissfully single and finally enjoying sex. I think that'll be interesting to a lot of people. And last thing, I write resumes. So hit me up at resumes@blissfullysinglebean.com and I'll take a look at your resume and give you some tips on how to improve it. Or if you don't have a resume at all, hit me up and we can get one together for you. I appreciate it. Love all of you guys. Love all of you guys for watching. Peace out. Happy Sunday. Cheers.